Hello, everyone. We'll play my song here. Mrs. Francis spends her magic in a resin blaze. Dragons with wings and clocks that tick slow. The table's a carnival, you never quite know. Will it gleam like a star or glow in the dark? She's bending the resin to leave her mark. Dragons and skulls, moving pennants and sway. Resin clocks spinning time in a curious way. Crazy creations that shimmer and gleam. Mrs. Francis is living her resin dream. She pours liquid colors like a painter gone wild. I can't figure out how to get my music in there, so I'm just gonna play it. On a dragon that bites every piece of treasure under twinkling lights. What will she craft? What story will it tell? Will it dance in the moonlight or cast a spell? Dragons and skulls, moon pennants that sway. Resin clocks spinning time in a curious way. Crazy creations that shimmer and gleam. Mrs. Francis is living her resin dream. Dragons and skulls, moon pennants that sway. Resin clocks spinning time in a curious way. Crazy creations that shimmer and gleam. Mrs. Francis is living her resin dream. Hello, everyone. I got to get my other lights on. I forgot. I was busy coloring. And then stuff started happening. And it's like, oh, I looked up and I was just spacing out here, busy coloring. Get that other light out. All right. Been one heck of a week. Don't mind the hair. It is what it is right now. Okay, so this is what I got various molds from Temu that I'm gonna pour tonight. I tried to look at the packages and some of them said this is a part number, so I put the part number in the description. So let's see. Hi, April. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Margaret. Let's see. Who else? Grumpy was in here. Cindy was in here. Why did your crown go away? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Miss Sue. Yes, I get you there. I get you there, Grumpy. I've had a week. Oh boy, have I. And you know what? I haven't bought a bag of ice in so long that I had no clue a large bag of ice would be $7 and something. My ice maker quit. Next to your name, the little star means you're a member. You got a membership. It should be there. I didn't take anybody's off. That reminds me, I wanted to do a shout out to my members, but I have to look them up because I forgot to write it down earlier. I was working on a video earlier, so you're going to have to bear with me here. Let me get in there and find everybody. Members. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. All right. Here I got Johnny's Lathe Crafts. He's an extreme crazy. Good job, Johnny. Wanda's Blessed Creations. Jeannie Snyder, my cousin. Professor Rusty's Workshop. Margaret Woods. The Dainty Doer. The Shoop's Woodshop. And Artsy Doodles. And if I missed anybody, that's all I've got on my list so far. Hey, Tim. Okay, so I have all these molds that I went through today and was looking to see what I had. And I just grabbed, they're all Temu molds, but if the Temu bag had a part number, I put it in the description. So if these were clearance ones, I thought, that I bought. So I don't know if you can get them again, but that's what I got. Okay. So I have the cogs, which I'm going to do a steampunk here soon. So I want to make some. I have this lady. She kind of looks like she has a Mardi Gras mask on with feathers. So I'm going to try and color her that way. Then I had this little roses and skulls. I had this little dragon. I had these swords and a shield. And then I have all these little, I call them Filagree molds. I'm sure they're used for clay, but I couldn't find a part number on this one. And then I had this one. Now, I know I've seen Miss April do these with clay. I'm going to try and do them with resin tonight because on a mixed media project, I think some of those would go pretty good. But I started coloring this one. I just don't, I want her to be, her face to be, part of her mask to be gold. And then I want to do some purple. Maybe a little bit of green. Just trying to go by Mardi Gras colors. That's kind of what I was working for. I don't know if that's going to work very well, but we're gonna try it. That looks like a swan, so I'm going to go ahead and color that all in gold. Yeah, that all looks like a swan. He's been up there in my tray for a while. I really didn't want to pour them in polyurethane, but that's what we're doing. So I figured they would pour easier in resin than they would in polyurethane. But this is a part of her mask is a swan. I think this would make a pretty good mixed media piece too, really. I don't want to do all of it in gold though. I do want to do some other colors. Let's see. Leave the gold there. Put the lid on it because I'm good at spilling stuff. All I got in there's some pink. I need green. And I need purple. The purple's in the other one. Purple. I don't know. Is there blue in the Mardi Gras stuff? Green, gold, purple. What would I do with my wipes? I might need one of those alcohol pens. I don't know, because this is... Yeah. I've been busy. Let's see. I had to take Master Shredder to the vet. So that was a whole day. Or actually 2-day project. Because he... I don't know, his gums were really red. I thought he had some bad teeth. So I took him in there, and the vet, of course, charged me an arm and a leg, as usual. I think I'm going to make her face purple. I may do gold through those little lines in her face there. Right there. Anyway, he didn't have any bad teeth. He had a lot of tartar on his teeth, and of course that cost me. So, I mean, you know. And then the ice maker quit on my refrigerator said I needed to change my filter. Well, I usually don't have any problem changing that filter, the water filter, by myself. I usually can do it all by myself. But for some weird reason, it wouldn't come out. I couldn't get it out of there. So I had to call my son and have him come by tonight, and I told him that the ice maker quit working. He said, well, you got ice in there. Yeah, I got ice in there because I bought a bag of ice. So thank God he got the filter out and got it changed for me. And then I did hear the ice maker fill up. So we'll see. We'll see whether it works or not. Just kind of trying to... Some of this I'm going to leave just white, I think. Let's do some of the feathers. I want a different brush. That one's got something stuck on it. Color some of the feathers. I got to get my phone back up there and get my chat up on it. I don't think is there any blue in Mardi Gras stuff? Those are the only colors I remember for Mardi Gras stuff was purple, gold, and green. Hey, Miss Wanda. Hey, Amy. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Suzanne. Okay, let's do a few more purple and then we'll go and do some gold maybe and some green. I don't think all right. Let's go and get some green. I probably want some more gold too, but just coloring this. I need to get my phone back over here and get my chat up on it. Yeah, I think I made a little bit of a mess with that purple around the eyes. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's do gold up to the top. I got to get my chat up because I'm missing. I don't want to miss anybody. I see Rhinestone's there and Amy M's there and Tim's there. I didn't see there we go. Hello, everyone. Come on. What are you doing here? Hey, Mandy. Hey, Keith. All right. That's all I'm going to color on her. I want her face will be white. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that. There's the woman with the mask. Okay, let's get the skulls done. Okay. Got some roses there. Give me some pink for the roses. So, Miss Suzanne, I'm assuming your son really liked that dragon from the look of his face. From the look on his face, he really liked the dragon. Oh, I need some more green. Hey, Mr. David. I think that's, man, this is I think that's a leaf. Well, I can't tell if that's a part of the flower petal or if that's, it looks like it's green, like it should be leaves. So we'll see. I could be wrong. I think I got all the petals. Let's see. Let's do one of the roses purple. Yeah. Everyone should hit the like button, please. Okay, there's a purple one. I think I'll do one of them blue and do another one in let's do the last one in red. And then the skulls I'm going to do in the Solar Color Dust Hollow Prism. Holographic for the skulls. Where's the red? All right, let's do the skulls. Wow, I didn't realize I was that low on that. All righty. Here's that one. Get this over here because I got this shield to do and these two swords to do. Let's do holographic silver for the blades of the swords. All right, what color should we make the rest of the sword here? I'm thinking let's do the handle of one of them in red. Whoops. It's going to be fun to pour with polyurethane, I can tell you that right now. I made a mess there. Okay. Let me use green for the other one. Since I can figure out what I did with my green brush here. Okay. All right, let's do that one in. And do part of that in gold. Hey, Mr. Allen. Good night, Johnny. Thank you for coming, Johnny. That's my extreme crazy, Mr. Johnny. Okay, I got to get this up on the sides, and I can't see if I'm getting it there. No, I'm not. All right. Well, now let's do... I think I'm going to do different colors for that, I think. All right, I made that side green. Let's do one side of it blue. And then maybe we'll make the bottom of it red. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Got a little too much, a little carried away there. Get too much on there and have a big mess. I'll put my apron on too. Yeah, they do both light up. You only have one plug, so you plug the bottom in, and then both sides light up. But you got to make sure you got your magnet pieces all in line together, or it won't light but one side. So what you been doing, Miss Margaret? I've been waiting for you to let me know when you get your channel up and going. All right. There's the swords, there's the shield. Let's get the dragon over here and pick out some colors for it. I'm almost scared to do those, but we'll see. I also left that one dragon out that Miss Martha wanted because I didn't like the way the horns turned out, so I'd like to do it again. Yay, Miss Margaret! Yay, 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 yay! Got a twist. Okay, go twist, Mr. David. The Sugarland Moonshine was okay. I prefer the Old Smoky, but I hear the Old Smoky Pumpkin's pretty good, but I haven't tried it yet. And I guess they have a chocolate and a peanut butter, according to my great niece, because she sent me a picture the other day and asked me if I'd tried the pumpkin. And I said nope, not yet, because the liquor store I go to doesn't have it. So I'd have to go to the other liquor store to get it. Get this dragon colored here. Oh, and I need to get some help on that. I'm going to pour that one little dragon that's on the moon. Only thing is, I don't want to pour the moon. I only want to pour the little dragon. So I got to figure out how to block off the moon part of the mold so that I won't pour it. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm wondering, has anyone tried? I know I seen Miss Billy with Billy Holman Creations. I seen her use some silicone putty to block something off one time. And I don't know if that'll work. I want to be able to remove it because I don't want to screw the mold up. But I just don't know if it'll work. And I don't want to buy any if it's not going to work. Hi, Miss Cynthia. Okay, let's do his. Let's do his belly in gold. These little bitty molds are harder to color than the big molds are. Just gonna get it as good as I can get it. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's do a green dragon. So what color should I make this dragon's wings? I'm making a green dragon. Color should his wings be? Should I do them gold? Or should I do them in like maybe a teal? Holo silver? Okay. All right. Let's do holo silver then. Rhinestone says red wing. All right. Hold on. I got red. I'm afraid the red would make it look like a Christmassy. Greenish gold. I could probably mix some. Let's try and do some different here. All right, let's do a little bit of green. Like maybe outline. Do the outline of the wings in green. And then we could do the rest in either a silver or gold. Hey, Mr. Runic. How are you doing? All right, so I did the lines in it in green. And so let's grab the gold. She said greenish gold, so let's see if we can get some gold in there. Just try and mix it in. Okay, well, we had some green mixed in with the gold. All right, so that's it for the dragon. I don't know whether I want to do... I do want to do those. I just don't know how well they're going to come out, but... And I don't know. Let's pour what we got so far. And then we'll... And then we'll do the other. Thank you. My necklace was made by Billy Holman. Billy Holman Creations made me this necklace and sent it to me. It's made out of elk horn. She sent it to me one year, I think, for Christmas, I believe. All right, so I'll get these ready. I can't use the other side of the table because I got my other project over here that's I'm doing a video on right now, so I can't use the other side of my table, dang it. And Miss Amy M, I haven't forgot about the blooms. It's actually, I'm not sure I have any. I'm not sure I had the right coaster molds for blooms. They aren't very deep. And the ones that I had that are deeper had the little raised edge around them. I don't know if a bloom would look good in those. I don't know if I could even get a bloom to work in those. Oh, I was going to do that one there too real quick for Miss Martha. I didn't like the way the horns turned out last time, so I cut some of that out. So I'm going to do this in the blue and the purple for Miss Margaret. Or not Miss Margaret, Miss Martha. Martha. Pretty close there, dang it. Cool. Drag yourself from the computer long enough. Yeah, I hear you there. I do hear you there. Now, I did, like I said, I cut some of the horns out up there because it had a piece of silicone stuck in there and the horns were misshaped. So we'll see if it made it any better. I don't know whether it did or not. So we're going to find out. I'm doing this one again for her because I don't want to send her one with jacked up horns. I really don't. I don't like that. Let's get some more purple here. I'm trying to get it in those little grooves there. Some of them are pretty small and very hard to get the color in. piece of resin in there. All right. All right. Stranger danger. Thank you, Miss Amy. I'll be texting you. Aw. Happy anniversary day. Happy anniversary day, Amy. Okay. All right. Let's move these out of the way for the moment. I may do those. I just don't know. I don't know. Set these up somewhere so I can reuse them. I'll drop some over there. Okay. These, hopefully these will all be level. I don't know. Get them pretty close together because actually I'm going to need a tool, I think, to make sure I don't have a bunch of bubbles. See you, Amy. Hey, Miss Wanda. And I said, happy anniversary, Miss Wanda, to Resonating Art by Amy M. Okay. I gotta get me some cups here. I probably need a couple. All right. I'm going to do white on the first one, I think. Then I may do some black on some of them. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to get my white. And I will get my, you know what? I don't want that black. I want my other black. I got to figure out where it's at. Because it has a shimmer to it. Just in case I decide to do black. All right. Need my tool. Need my apron. Apple Rye Shine. Okay. Never heard of apple rye, but it's Sugarlands then. Is it the sipping? Okay, so it's the white. I got to get my gloves on. These are the gloves I wore earlier, but that's okay. I don't need to get clean pair out. Didn't have them on for that long. Just a little sneak hint here. The video I'm working on, yeah, it's sipping. That's what I thought. Most of the Sugarlands are sipping creams. Okay, just a little hint. I made some inlays out of my husband's leather stamps That's what the video's for. They're not ready yet for me to pull them off of there, so when they are, then I'll finish the video and try and get it up. Yeah, I'm sticking with my key lime. Cheers. Okay. So we're going to mix up. I don't know how much. I don't want to mix up too much at a time because I want to make sure that I can get it colored. I may have to move some more stuff off this table here so I have room. Move my chrome powders over there. If they'll sit on that mold, I don't know. And my other stuff over here. I don't have any room on my other table over there because that's where that project's sitting. Okay. It's my black. All right. I don't want the cups to be in the way. All right, let's go ahead and do. I'm going to start out by doing 5. Or maybe 6. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 6. That's 12. As long as I have them pretty close together, maybe I can get them on. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just do 4. Because I'm afraid that I want to try and make sure I get all the little spaces filled in and don't have a bunch of air bubbles. I guess my heater kicked off too. That's for the color. Oops, went a little bit over there. Down on it. Okay. And then get a spoon. And me and my son are going to be, well, we're going to be working out in the garage. I don't know if I want to do a live on that or not. The chest is already almost finished. We need to finish it for my granddaughter because she graduates high school. She'll be graduating this year and going on to college. So I'm trying to get, I was trying to think of something for a graduation gift. And she mentioned that she'd like to have a hope chest. So my husband had already started one. So I think that will be perfect because he started it and me and her Uncle Nick's going to finish it for her. And I think she'll really love it. So when he came by today, he looked at it. He's going to come back by maybe this weekend. I don't know. Depends on the weather this weekend because I want him to help me cut up all those limbs out of my backyard. I want them cut up so I can start burning them in my fire pit. Because, you know, now would probably be a perfect time to burn them. So I really want to get that done. All right. I forgot to put me something over here to put my spatula on, and I definitely don't want it on my brushes. All right. I was going to say that's mixed. All right. Start by pouring these. Yeah, that one's going to run over now, and so is that one. God bless you. It's unlevel. Just run. I'm going to go on and finish filling some other stuff, because if I don't, I'm going to end up screwed. I'm not going to worry about it running. I'll have to fix it. Yep, kind of overfilled that one. Getting hot. Come on. You ain't that hot yet. Damn it, don't you do it to me. It's going to. I got a mold over there, but it's going to be too late. Too late. God bless it. Oh, thank God there wasn't much in there. Yep, some of those ran over. Bless it. Ugh. That's why I hate doing these little molds with poly, because you can't. I really needed to get in there and make sure spots were filled in, and it doesn't really allow you that kind of time. I'm gonna have to work on my board here, because it must be unlevel as heck. And I didn't get that one filled in all the way. Yeah, we'll have to turn those down some. Oh well. Is what it is. I'm gonna have to mix up some more. I'm just gonna mix up a little. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that not all those filled in. I see a spot that didn't fill in there, but it's probably too late. It is. Doggone it. Seeing if I could just push it in there. Nope, it ain't gonna work. All right, well, dang it. Dang it, dang it. All right, I don't know why that's so unlevel. Yeah, because I want to pour the rest of them, but I don't want it. I don't want it all running off. Get that one out of there. Dang it. All right. We're just going to mix up very little. This time I'm just doing very little. And I think I have a mold over there that's got some in it. I don't know where I set it. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to find it before I mix that up, because just in case I need something to pour it in. Where did I put it today? There it is. There's that one. It's already got some in it, so if I need to. Okay. Yeah, put that down here where I can get to it. Yeah, get out of my way. Yeah, we'll call it done. Yeah, still got a little bit left. Put it in my tree mold, or in my castle mold. Don't want to waste it. Hi, Kevin. Hey, Amy Joe. Hey, Soldier. How's everyone doing? We are just, well, I have everything poured. I have kind of over poured some of it, but everything so far. I didn't color the others. I don't know. I'm going to try and see if I can use them, but I don't know. I don't know how that filigree is going to work. Okay, leave that there. Yep, you were about to run over, weren't you? Sucker. I don't want to touch my glass with these gloves on. Vodka and mango juice? No, not doing vodka and mango juice. So, Renicky, what time you think you're gonna drag yourself to the shop tomorrow? And what are you planning on doing tomorrow, Runick? Man, I hope that went up in those horns. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Just give it a little bit of time here. That one didn't feel right there where that feather is. God bless it. Should have put some more in it, but it would overflowed it. So maybe I'll have to do it again. Got it on my glass, dang it. Sticky fingers. Yuck. This one. Come on. What are you doing to me here? Yeah, one feather's jacked up. Doggone it. Still a little bendy, too. Yeah, definitely over poured. She's bendy. I'm not going to try and trim on her yet. There's the Mardi Gras woman. She's out. She's got one feather jacked up and she needs to be trimmed. This one's really over poured. Doggone it, I really over poured that one. Set you up there for now. Gloves are pretty sticky. It's got a lot of overpour. It's the flowers and a couple of skulls. Yeah, it's definitely got some stuff that needs to be done to it. It's really over poured. Got a lot of trimming on that one. Hopefully I won't have as much trimming on the rest of it. And these thinner molds are still, even with polyurethane, they're still bendy. They still have to set for a little bit longer. All right. Here's my shield. There's the shield. Okay, I think that was the last one I poured. So, God bless it. Why is that? Wow. I don't know why that's so sticky. I'll leave that one for a while. I'm not new. I don't know why that's sticky, but it is. All right, let's see if this dragon's ready to. He may be sticky too. Having a hard time trying to see him and get him out of there. Ah, come on. Yeah, he's still bendy and sticky a little bit. Should have made him wait a little bit longer. Now let's get the rest of his body out. Yep, he needs some trimming done too. There's the little dragon. I like the way the shield turned out. Thank you, Kevin. Seemed like it took me forever to do. For sure. But now I have memberships and yeah. I did that in the Mardi Gras colors, Miss Wanda. I did that in the Mardi Gras colors. She needs trimming. Yep. I did her in the Mardi Gras colors. And then the skulls, you can't really see the skulls very well. There are skulls there, but it seems to be a matte mold. Skulls and roses. Yeah, it seems to be a matte mold. I thought here's my little shield. That came out pretty good, actually. The shield came out really good. I'm hoping the little swords come out well. The little dragon did too, but he needs some trimming too. His tail needs to be trimmed. Kind of got a little overfull, but they're still pretty bendy, so I'm just going to leave them, let them sit there. I don't know why that one's still sticky. I mean, I know I mixed it well enough. Get this out of the way. Put him up there. Move the cups so everybody can see. All right. Let's try this one. Now, I don't know. I trimmed on this mold because I didn't like the way the horns came out. I don't know if the horns are going to come out better this time. I'm hoping. Yeah, they look a little better. They still look blunt. They don't have points on them, which kind of irritates me. But he needs some trimming done too. I like that one. But I redid that one for Martha because she wanted it. And I didn't like the way it turned out last time. Set these over here out of the way. I don't know. I'm just a little worried about these. That one's not sticky. That one there is sticky. Why? I don't know. This is my cog mold, which I want to do a steampunk here pretty soon. So I thought I'd pour me some because I hadn't poured this mold since I got it. So we'll see. Because I'm not sure. I mean, these are over poured too. Shoot. That's okay. If I have to trim on them, I have to trim on them. It kind of, this one was one level and it kind of went everywhere. Yep. That one's going to have to come out too. Because they're kind of connected together, unfortunately. Yeah, a bunch of them are connected together. Can I tear that apart? Give me this tool. Yeah, I'm going to let them sit for a little while before I trim. It's kind of a matte mold too. Thought it would have been a little more. Yeah. See, I would have thought it had been a little shinier. I didn't realize it was such a matte mold. Yeah, they're definitely going to have some trimming done. That's the one thing about that polyurethane. Yeah. Let's yeah, they're gonna have to be trimmed, but that's okay. I mean, if I wait a little while till they're not so bendy, then I can use my razor knife and just clean them all out. Wish I'd have had a, well, I didn't have a really, I wished I'd had a bronze, but I thought that brown would kind of give off a bronzy. It probably would have if it was not a matte mold, but it's a matte mold, so I will have to maybe try and shine it up. But they're definitely going to have to do some, I might definitely have to do some trimming. Get some of this big gob off. At least it'll be easier to trim. All right, there's the cogs. They need trimming, but they're not exactly, it was a matte mold, not exactly as shiny as I thought they would be. When I used the holographic silver, I thought you'd be able to really tell, but you can't. It just looks like a silver. That's it. So, yes, they will have to be trimmed. Let's see about my swords here. Yeah, they are not wanting to come out. Now I'm going to leave them a little bit longer because they're not. That looks like there was still liquid under there. Just like this one right here, I left it because it's not sticky now, but it was sticky. And this one still looked like there was liquid under it. So I'm going to leave it. Leave it just a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a clear coat of something. Because I don't. Yeah, I really wanted them to look like cogs. Okay. That one's still hot. No, not taking that out yet. Let me get my... Well, I just want to put my razor knife back in there today. It's probably ready for a new blade. As much stuff as I've been doing. Yeah, I think they come out cool. They're still really bendy, and I probably should wait. Yeah, I think I better wait. They're really bendy, and I don't want to mess it up. This one's not quite as bendy. I'm soon to be coming up on, I believe, I don't know. Let's see. 2026. Yeah, I'm soon to be coming up on my 4 years. Doing my YouTube channel. My anniversary for my 4 years is in July. That's when I done my very first video in 2022. Only took me over 3 years to come up with 1,000 subscribers. It seems like forever. Really. And that's so bendy. Yeah, I better leave that one too. It's too bendy for me to be trying to cut on it. She's been out for a while. Yeah. Might be easier to use the scissors on her. I don't have a lot to trim off, just the excess around her face. I don't think that was part of that, was it? Yeah, I guess that was part of her. Yep. I don't want to trim that off. That part was supposed to be there. But around her face, I did do too much. All right. Yeah. One feather is messed up, but hey. Ain't like I can't make it again. Although I do want to start getting some stuff together for another giveaway. Yeah, I used to post a whole lot more regular than I do now. Yeah, I did. Now I'm lucky if I can get 2 done a week. Because I'm still trying to, I'm still trying to clean my house out. Stuff that me and my husband seem to have an overabundance of. And I kind of want it to go. Because I'm kind of tired of dusting it. And I don't like to dust, so I've been trying to clean stuff out. He used to make belt buckles. Hey, Eco, how are you? Thank you. I really like some of them. I just didn't like that the cog was a matte mold. But that's okay. I'll make them shiny. I'm gonna have to make some more anyway because that's not enough for the next steampunk I decide to do. Yeah, I used to post a lot more regular than I do now, Kevin. I don't post as regular now as I did before. This is just my extras. My extras is it's a little planter mold. It's a little tree mold. Yeah, I have a video that I started, but I haven't finished it yet because I'm still waiting for the silicone to cure. I made some silicone inlays today and I'm still waiting for them to cure so I can get my video up. Thank you, Miss Wanda. I really would like for them to be. I have to make these shiny because I thought they would have been shinier than that. And I had a bunch of filigree to do, but I'm afraid they've got such little spaces in this. See this? See this filigree stuff? That's going to be hard to pour in polyurethane. And there's this one. And then there was this one. I don't want to do them in polyurethane. And Johnny's back. Hey, Johnny. Welcome back. All right. Those off. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if these will come out now. They're still going to be bendy too. Doggone it. I'm not sure I'm going to get them out. I got a little bit of overpour there too. Doggone it. Yeah, I can't pull that off right now. There's one of the little swords. It goes with the shield. See it? Very small, but that goes with the shield. This little sword. It's pretty bendy still. Let's see about the big one. If I can get it out of there without it being too bendy too. Yeah, it's really bendy too. Come on, get out. I don't want to pull it. There we go. There's the bigger sword. Kind of bendy still. Yeah, I need to do that too, Runic. I have so much stuff, an overabundance of stuff that I've made that I haven't given away. Yeah, like a hobbit dagger with a little hobbit shield to kill the dragon and the hobbits. Hey, that would be one thing to do with it. To do a mixed media piece with the shield and the daggers and the dragon. This one here, if it's ready to come out now. Yep, it is. It's got a lot of overpour on it too. Just trim it off like this for now. And then we'll, as soon as it hardens a little more, I'll do the detailed trimming with the X-Acto knife. So there's another one. Hey, Billy. I'm wearing my necklace that you gave me, Miss Billy. Wearing my necklace you made. Yep. Just had to put my apron on. I didn't want to get anything all messed up. Yeah, I did a bunch of small pieces. Yeah. I like this one too. I like that dragon head. I like that one. I like the colors. It's now this one's a little, I think it's not as bendy as everything else was or is. Plus I have to clean it out because, you know, I'm going to give this one to Miss Martha. I still got an egg here to send to Miss Margaret that she picked out colors for. Dragon egg. I got to make another one for Miss Jeannie because, you know, she got to have them too. Me too. You want a purple and blue one too? I thought you liked green. Yeah, she liked that one. Yeah, it still needs to set a little longer. It's bendy too. I don't want to tear any of the pieces off of it trying to. Yeah, I want to let it set a little bit longer. Because I really would like to trim it, but I don't want to. I don't want to mess anything up. Reminds you of the door knocker? Yeah, it does. It does remind me of that too. It does remind me of that. I need to leave it alone because it needs to cool off, harden up some more before I start really trying to trim on it. But I was trying to just make some cuts so it'll be easier for me to trim it off with my X-Acto knife. Yeah, I'm going to need trim. Yeah, it's what it reminds me of, the door knocker. Which I can't remember the program now that I seen that on. It's time to fill her up. I can't even hold on to the ice cubes. You can like my stir? It was clean. It's brand new, so you know you got to have some way to stir it. Good night, Mr. David. See you next Friday. Miss Wanda, I did me some inlays, little inlays today. I haven't finished the video because they're not done curing yet. I hope they work out good. I took my husband's, adds extra flavor. Yep, sure does. I love you too, sister. Good night. Good night, Miss Wanda. Yeah, I did some. I can kind of show you a sneak peek, but I can't take any of them off of there yet because I don't think they're finished curing. I found, I'll just get new cups. No, I won't. I'm just gonna set these aside so I can clean them out. Okay, I found a Betty Boop. So I decided to make me a Betty Boop inlay. Now, this is going to be hard for me to show you this. This is just a sneak peek at what I've been doing. This video's not out yet. See all those over there? These are all, they're still sticky. I would have thought they'd have been done by now. Still pretty sticky. Those are my husband's, he has a bunch of leather stamps. So, did you see, Miss Wanda? I can't get it. I can't get the camera. Well, I could try and get it closer, a little bit closer. All right. I'm not trying to make y'all dizzy. Those are the inlays I did today. Well, they're not finished. I haven't finished the video, and they're not finished yet because they still need to, they're still sticky. But I found me a Betty Boop, and I found this Betty Boop. And I was making inlays out of them. We'll see. We'll see how it works. I'm excited. I want to see how it works. Yeah, I'm loving the Betty too. Can't wait to see how it turns out. They're still really sticky. So I'm going to give them till I think in the morning before I try and peel them off of there. But I got several different things there. I just took it out of, most of those were leather stamps from my husband's leather. Yeah, I can take those and I can make me a bunch of alphabet inlays too, because he has alphabet stamps over there. So I can make me a bunch of those. And I probably will. Yeah, I probably will. Because I like the way the letters are formed. Yeah, I'd like to do some leather work too, but I don't know what I would do. I mean, I helped him make his Mikase costume for scouting. And I also helped him do whatever he needed done. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how they turn out. I love you, Miss Wanda. Good night. I can't wait to see how they turn out. And I will probably wait till morning because I'm afraid that, they're still sticky. And I don't think they should be that sticky. The boop is. There's a dragon there. There's several different ones. That's the most flexible silicone that Let's Resin has is 0A. And that's what I used. I'm thinking now that maybe I should have used a different silicone, but it's too late. I've already got them done. I'm just waiting for them to cure enough for me to peel it off. But that is the most flexible, and that's what I use for my big dragon molds. That's the most flexible one I've found so far, is the Let's Resin 0A. Yep. That's what you need to get, because it's the most flexible one to use. I kind of like the Mardi Gras lady. I think she turned out pretty cool. I don't know what I'll put her on, but I'm sure I need to start doing some mixed media for some of this stuff that I got. This one's getting a little bit stiffer, so I can trim off the excess. Still a little bendy. It takes about the same amount as regular resin, really, or as regular silicone rubber. Yeah, it doesn't take any extra time. I mean, I just did, since I always did since I always did huge molds, I gave it an extra day just so I would know that it was ready for me to unmold. But yeah, I don't think it takes any more time than the rest of them. And I would thought doing those as thin as I did them, that they would be done by now. And maybe I should turn my heater back on down here, warm it back up. But they're still sticky, and I'm not going to try and take them off. I wanted to finish the video tonight, but I'm not going to try and peel them because I don't want to mess them up. I spent the time to make them. Yeah, see, they've been sitting there. I don't know what time I got finished today. I want to say when I went upstairs it was 3 o'clock, but I don't know. It was probably earlier than that when I poured them. It was probably about 2-ish. You'd think they'd be cured by now, but they aren't. They're still sticky, and I'm not going to try and peel them because I don't want to mess them up. I want to give them plenty of time to get fully cured before I peel them off of there. But yeah, I do have a dragon here because I didn't know that he had a dragon stamp, but he sure did. A dragon, I got an eagle, I got a bobcat, couple flags, one that says USA, a scorpion, couple skulls, a skull and crossbones, and then a skull. So, yeah. He had those, and those were loose ones. He's got some other leather stamps over there, but they've got the little bar on the end of them, and I thought those would have been harder to do. I would have had to find something that I could stand them up in just to do them. So I picked out the ones that I could do. Yeah, they're sticky, but they really aren't. But, I'm not. I mean, I would do it now, but I need to finish my video that I was working on, because that's what I was doing in my video, was this, making those inlays. And I just ran across the Betty Boop stuff today, so yeah. So yeah, of course, she had to go in there. Betty Boop had to go in there, just the same as the others. So hey, Tara. It's hard to tell because this one did not look, see how it has no shine to it? The mold has no shine at all. It's not shiny. It's not shiny. It's a fondant mold and it's not shiny. So that tells you right there, if the mold isn't shiny, then it's a matte mold. And I should have known, because none of those molds I did were shiny. They were all matte molds. And that's okay. I mean, I can clear coat them and make them shiny. That's how you tell before you pour it if it's a matte mold. If the mold doesn't shine, if it's not shiny, then it's a matte mold. Because matte molds usually aren't shiny. And Miss Billy, are you still here? I have a question for you. Miss Billy, are you still here? I have a question for you. If it's shiny, then it's usually a shiny mold. But if it's not shiny, then it's a matte mold. Just the way it is. I guess Miss Billy's not with us. I'll have to ask her. And the next Friday's video, I will wear my necklace that Miss April made me. Because I debated tonight and I decided to wear the cross one. But Miss April made me a necklace too. And I want to wear it. I'll be wearing it thinking about spring. Just trying to trim this up. I'm still not getting it trimmed very well, but I got most of it trimmed out. Yeah. Okay. Well, hi, Olga. Have not seen you in it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? I know you were having some health issues the last time we spoke. Because we were trying to keep you in our prayers for your health issues. Okay. And that one's almost done. Miss Billy, I remember, I can't remember what I think it was the big butterfly mold you made. And you were trying to dam off the center part of it so all your black would stay in the center. What was that silicone? Was it silicone putty that you used? Because I might have to go back and watch that episode again. I think you were using some kind of silicone putty. That you were using it to give some kind of reusable silicone putty. Do you remember? I think it was a big butterfly. Because you're trying to keep the body of the butterfly black and not have the black run into the rest of the butterfly. And you use some kind of silicone putty. Can you remember the name of that putty? Because they got so many of them on Amazon that I don't want to buy something and it won't work for me. I don't have I thought about clay, but I don't have the clay I got is modeling clay, and I don't really want to use that. I don't want to ruin my mold. I just want to block off a portion of it, so I only pour the little dragon instead of pouring the whole moon. Yeah, I just want to pour the little dragon. I can't remember the name of the putty you were using. And I think I remember you saying you got it off of Amazon. I might have to go back and watch that video again. It was a big butterfly. I don't have any I do have some Sculpey polymer clay, but I don't think I have enough. And I don't want to go buy that clay for no reason. I just want to block off part of the mold. We're glad that you're still fighting, Olga. We're still praying for you. I haven't forgotten about you, and I know that I hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a while, but although I do think I seen you on somebody else's live. I don't remember whose it was. And actually, I don't know if I forgot to. I didn't see Miss Heidi tonight, so I don't know if Miss Heidi and Mr. William were doing a live tonight or not. Actually, I might just turn the volume off on the TV and flip it over there and see if they're doing a live. Because it's 8 o'clock and they would have started their live. I'll just make sure the sound is muted. Yeah, sounds muted. Okay. Let's see if William and Heidi are doing a live. Normally they're doing a live. They usually start their live at 8 o'clock. But I didn't see them in here tonight, so I don't know. They might not be doing one. Well, I'm so glad that you're still fighting there, Olga. I really am. And we're still going to pray for you. Okay, let's see if they are. Huh. I don't see them listed there. Nope, I don't see one listed for them. Yeah, I don't see them either, Johnny. So I don't see one listed for them. You need to email me, Johnny, so we can do a sticker swap. My email's in my description. Send me an email and I'll email you back and give you my address and you can give me yours and we can do a sticker swap. I got to get my sticker board painted. I got one picked out. And it's pretty good size for all the stickers. But I got to get it painted first. And I was waiting for it to get warmer so I could get in the garage to paint it. Plus, I need to get in there and take that bowl off of the lathe out there so I can bring it downstairs and epoxy it, because I don't want to turn it until it's been epoxied. My son keeps saying he doesn't think that'll work, but I think if I do it now while it's still cold outside, by the time I'm ready to finish turning that bowl, it ought to be warm enough. It ought to be cured enough for me to be able to turn it. I'm going to epoxy the crack. It's not a big crack, so I'm going to epoxy it and let it cure, and then I'm going to finish turning it, whether he wants to come help me or not. Now, he did say today when I got ready to do it, he would come over and help. But I'm not sure he knows much more about the wood lathe than I do. So, hey, Mr. Matthew, how are you? I loved your little song, Matthew. Yeah, I got some sculpty clay. I don't think it's a pretty big hole that I'm going to have to block off. I'm not sure if that's even going to work, but that's what I was going to try. You're very welcome, Olga. You're welcome to come in the live anytime you want. And we are happy to have you here. Haven't seen you in a while. I was beginning to wonder if you were okay. But I do think I seen you in somebody else's live that I was in. And I don't remember whose it was. Because I watch a lot of woodworking, wood turning, lathe, chainsaw carving. I watch a lot of those. So I don't know whose it was that I seen you in. Could have been another epoxy one too. I'm not sure. But I did see your name come up and I thought, huh. Hey, monkeys. How are you? I'm just sitting here cleaning up my overpour, because I overpoured on my cogs here and I'm trying to clean them up. And some of my other stuff that I overpoured on. It was still a little too bendy for me to try and cut on it. It's still a little bendy, but it's not as bad as it was. And I am getting it cleaned out with this X-Acto knife, so it's working for me. I don't know of anybody else that's, I mean, I know Bear does a live on Friday nights, usually. And I usually hop off of here. When I get off of here, I go hop in on Shoop's live. But I'm going to say, either it's cold, too cold, or they're not feeling well. Yeah. Because usually they're out there doing a live every Friday and Saturday. Yeah. I hope they're okay. Because I know Heidi said she still wasn't feeling quite well. Oh, thank you so much, Olga, and prayers to you, sister. Prayers to you. I know you're not feeling well, and go rest. We're gonna pray for you. I didn't think you forgotten me. I just, I just thought maybe you were really too sick to be doing any. Maybe you just didn't care about crafting because you were too sick. Thank you, Olga. We'll say prayers for you. Go rest. Well, it's been a while since Olga's been on here. But I did see her on somebody's live, and I don't know whose it was. And I wondered if it was the same Olga. I think she won one of my giveaways when I did a giveaway. I sent her some stuff. I got so many packages to send out. I just gotta find a cheaper way to do it. I'm not, tell you the truth, the post office is killing me. And then they don't deliver it on time. Miss Rhinestone Suzanne got her dragon that she purchased. She did a short video on that, on her boy opening the gift. But I sent hers at the same time I sent Chase with New Beginnings. I sent him a package, his Harley Davidson clock, and some pin blanks that I had poured that I can't wait to see how he likes them when he turns them. Yeah. And a bunch of stuff that I had that was my husband's that I asked Chase if he would like them, and he said yeah, so I sent them to him. Yeah, the post office is horrible. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't get mail on a daily basis from the post office. No, I don't see the postman on a daily basis. Yeah. I don't usually see the postman until Wednesdays. That's because that's when all the newspaper store flyers come out. And that's when I see the postman. Any other day? No, don't. Yeah, most of my stuff is lightweight, except for that dragon head. That dragon head is not. That dragon head is not a light thing by no means. It's a pretty big dragon. Um, yeah, it's a pretty big dragon. If you check out Rhinestone Suzanne's short post, you'll see. You'll see just how big that dragon head is. It's not, it's hard to ship it in one of those. I like to ship in those mailers, the bubble ones, but I just don't trust the post office that well because, Doesn't matter how well you have it wrapped, they could still manage to break something on it. Especially the teeth on that dragon. I made 3 dragons for a giveaway on my channel when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and then we did a drawing. I did a spinning wheel, and I think it was Margaret that said when she got her dragon that the teeth were broke, or a tooth was broke on it. So that one there really has to be bubble wrapped good. I mean, I didn't hear Susan tell me anything about any teeth broke on it, but yeah, I would love to, on the littler things that I don't have to worry about them breaking. Yeah, those little mailer bubble envelopes would be cheap on thin packages. But on those big dragons, nah, can't do it that way. I'm thinking about signing up for, I don't know, pirate ship. But I still think that's the post office. Oh no. Oh, Johnny. Oh, yeah, I would not be a happy camper. Yeah, I would not. They don't put the big packages in there. And what they usually do is if I have a big package, the mail person will go and deliver all the mail on the block, and then when he's getting ready to go to the next block, he will drive up and get out and set the package on my porch. Yeah. He didn't want to carry it that far, so I don't know. I got to find a cheaper way of shipping it. I just don't think I'm going to be able to cheap out on the dragons, the big dragons. They're too big. And there's no way I can ship them that way without them being bubble wrapped, and yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, I don't. My mailbox is right off my porch, so I don't have to go very far. It's just that I'm lucky, I never get my they will tell me I have a package coming, and it could be days before I see it. That's just the way they are. They don't deliver the mail on a daily basis in my neighborhood. So, and I know because I get a lot of junk mail, and they don't deliver daily. Yeah. They'll deliver all that junk mail on Wednesday when they deliver those stupid flyers, which half the time I usually throw them away. Unless there's something in there I'm shopping for. I get plenty of junk mail. I don't, I don't know. It's just been that way. We had 2 postmen that were were really good, and they delivered daily. But I don't know if they retired or they got a different route or what. But ever since they've been gone, we're like a training route. So you may get your mail that day, you may not. It doesn't do any good to complain. They don't seem to care. I've complained to the postmaster when I was in there the other day, or last week, sending packages out. She asked me, did I want to do, what did she call it? Their priority. I said, why? Because it's not going to get there any faster than it is if I do it regular mail. Why would I want to pay you extra for a package that still isn't going to get there any quicker? And she just kind of looked at me and she said, you're right. I said, well, I'm not paying extra. It's just not worth it to me. I mean, you'd think that they'd, like I said, we're on a training route, and our postman changes quite frequently. We don't have the same postman all the time. Unfortunately, we don't. Would be nice, but we don't. And they're really bad. Although I've never had them try and force something in my mailbox that wouldn't go. So that's kind of a, yeah, I think I'd get that postman. Because what if it was something that was not supposed to be bent, and how the heck did they get it in there without tearing the package up? Was anything tore up in it, Johnny? When you got your package, when they crammed it in your box? Not that it would do any good to complain, because I can tell you the people at the post office don't seem to care. You can complain all you want. They don't seem to care. And I'm dying to see if one of those will come out, but I don't want to do that. Well, I guess I could try one. I mean, they've been sitting there for quite a while. I just don't know. I mean, they still seem sticky. I just don't want to mess it up and then have to do it again. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to do that. So April, what are you doing on Sunday? Are we doing games? Well, I thought she was still here. Maybe she's not. In the back of the mail? Oh, wow. Thank God for that. Yeah, I got, I was going to start listing some some of my husband's tools on Facebook Marketplace. Just the tools that I know my sons and I won't use. I mean, I don't see any sense in keeping them. She went to sleep. That's okay. I'll ask her tomorrow. Thank you, Cindy. I'll ask her tomorrow. I think she said we were playing the games, but on her upcoming. Yeah, there's some tools out there that he has that I don't foresee me ever using them. Good night, monkeys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, he just has some tools out there that I won't ever use. Some that I purchased for him because that's what he told me he wanted. But I don't. I just need to clear out some space in the garage. No, they're not really wood carving tools. He has wood carving tools. They're over there with his leather tools. And he has, he bought some really good lathe tools before he passed from Rockler. But I plan on using the wood lathe myself, so. No, they're like a biscuit joiner. I'm never going to use it. Biscuit joiner. He's got a leveling tool out there, which probably would have to be recalibrated because I know after a while they need to be recalibrated. I don't know. I haven't looked in all those cases. I don't know what all's in every case out there. But I know he has a biscuit joiner out there. I just don't. There's some tools out there I won't use. I mean, I kept monkeys. He had a stop saw, a big one. It took up almost the whole garage, and I sold it because I wanted to be able to put my car in the garage, and my boys already had table saws and didn't want it, so I sold it. I had the saw stop, and I had good night, Sue. I love you, sister. I had the saw stop, and I had a Grizzly dust collection system, a brand new one that didn't even have the cord wired to it yet. I just made a bundle for the guy. I sold him the saw stop and the Grizzly dust collector with it. I mean, he was a carpenter. He done all kinds of woodwork. I just don't. I hate to get rid of this stuff, but I need some space. Yeah. There's some stuff I'd like to put up out in the garage too, but I don't have any room to put it out there because I have too many tools that will probably never get used. And I've already talked to my boys about it. They don't want the biscuit joiner. So, and they're going to help go through the tools and decide what they want to keep. Now, there's a welder out there, which I'm sure they'll probably keep because I think one of them wanted it. I have I was keeping the bandsaw, and I was keeping the planer and the drill press. And then there's some other saws in the other building. Plus, not to mention that the whole other building is full of wood. Okay, I will. I will, monkeys. Because, if somebody else can use it, I'd rather them get it than to sell it to somebody. Like I tried to tell, I knew some people who were looking for live edge wood. And I kept telling them, well, you need to make a drive to Kansas City because I got live edge wood out there in the building. Good night, monkeys. Thank you for joining us. So, I don't know. I've been looking at stuff, trying to figure out what to get rid of and what to keep. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a video on it and show people what I got. And then if somebody wants it, they could just make me an offer and I can send it to them. You haven't seen who? I don't know. I try and talk to June when she's on another live, and she'll say hi, but that's all she says, and she doesn't tell me how she's doing. So I don't know. I've asked her how she's doing. I think she's kind of upset with me, so that's why I think she hasn't been in my lives for a while. So I don't know. I every time I see her, I ask how she's doing, but she never answers me. So I don't know. Maybe she thinks I'm not really, I genuinely want to know how she is, but she'll never answer me. So I've learned to quit asking. No, I haven't seen her for a while. I mean, I've been on, usually she's in DeLand's Thursday night lives, and that's where I usually see her. But actually, I don't remember her. He didn't do one this Thursday, and I don't remember seeing her in there last Thursday. So I don't know. She could be, well, she could be in the hospital for all I know. She doesn't call me like she used to. She could be watching too and just not commenting. That could be what she's doing, is just watching and not commenting. I'm sitting here cleaning these cogs up with the razor knife. I got most of them cleaned. I cleaned some of the other stuff once it hardens up enough for me to. These are still a little bendy, which is weird, but sometimes those thin molds are still bendy even when you're using polyurethane. So There's that one. Yeah, I still got some spots. It's not cleaning out of there clean like I want it. I still no word from Miss Coral. I don't know. I thought I would make her a dragon and send it to her, just so she know it. You know, we're still thinking about her. I would love to hear from Miss Coral, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her either. So would be nice to hear from her. I'd love it if she just popped into one of my lives and just said hi. You know, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. That would be nice. I'd love to know that she's okay. But I don't know. I know I mailed her a sticker and it didn't come back. So I know she got it. She didn't send it back to me. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. I honestly am dying to try one of these. Dang it. They're still all, I don't understand why they're still sticky. They are still sticky. I don't get it. Let me just grab one of these flags, because that way if I mess it up, I can always make another one. I'm dying to try. I'm dying to try it. Uh-oh. I think I did. Hopefully I didn't just tear it up. Doggone it. Let me get you down. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. God, come on. Dang it. Well, it's not coming off there as easy as I thought it would. Yeah, that's not coming out of there. No. I think maybe these had a little too much. Well, the outer edge is coming out. It's the inside there that I'm. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I don't know if you can even see it. It's a flag. It's a flag. Can you see it? It's really thin, but it's a flag. And it did come out. And it is still sticky, but that's okay. I will just let the rest of them sit, but I was dying to see. No, I didn't use a brush. I just poured it on there and let it overrun the sides. Yep. Sure did. It's cool. I don't want to do the rest of them now. I gotta finish them on my video. Yeah, it worked. It worked. It worked. Yay. Yay. There was some other over there that I would have liked to have done, but I don't think I could have, because I think that they wouldn't have worked. I would have had to find something to stand them up in, and I don't know if I could have kept them level enough to. I just took the bigger ones that he had and then used those. Oh, I like that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it came out. Doggone it. So I can finish that video in the morning and get it up. And then I wanted to work on another video. I need to work on my bowl that the shop's made for me, my cedar bowl. I'm going to carve something on the outside of that bowl. And then carve it out enough that I can fill it in with different colored epoxy. Yeah, that's what I want to do with it. I don't want to cover the whole bowl in epoxy because I want it to be I don't know. I want to still be able to smell the cedar because it's cedar wood. So I don't want to cover the whole bowl, but I thought I would do something around the outer edge. And I promised the shops, I call them the shops, but it's shop. Anyway, I promised them that I would let them know when I was doing the video. I'd do a video on it so they could see what I did with the bowl. So yes, I got to work on that too. So I got to come up with an idea for the outside of the bowl and get that done. That'll probably be, I don't know, it'll probably be my next video. I just got to come up with a design that I like. All right, I'm done tonight. I think No, I can't wait to peel the rest of these off now. They're going to be hard to show on screen, though. That's going to be the rough part. They're going to be really hard to show. Doggone it. I don't know how I'm going to be able to show it. But I'll figure out something. Maybe a black piece of paper or something that I can show it on. What did I just do with that one I peeled? Dang it. Oh, I laid it back up there. Wow, this one's going to be rough to do too, because it's on that damn tape. Yep. It's on the tape. It's under the tape. I might have to pull the tape off of there. Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now because I got to do that on my video. Thank you, Miss Tara. Thank you. I put it back on the plastic because I started laying it on my mat and I thought, it's still sticky. I don't want it stuck to my silicone mat. Nope. All right, I think I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna get upstairs, take care of my doggies. Thank you for coming, Miss Tara. I've missed you. I'm glad you loved everything. I need to get back into doing my bigger stuff. Yeah, I gotta find some black paper. I think I have some black plastic over there in my place where I take my pictures. Yes, much love, prayers, hugs. Wow, Mandy just joined the crazies. Yay, Mandy. Yay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so glad that you got to see it too, Matthew. You're back? I got some news. June, a post 2 weeks ago, and she's going on a trip in March, so I assumed and hoped everything's well. Well, Thank you, monkeys. So everything is well, evidently. Good night, Cindy. Love ya. Woohoo! Well, then she's okay. If she's going on a trip, she's okay. Yeah, I hadn't seen her post, and I know, well, I'll send you. Hey, Margaret, I don't think I have your phone number. Could you email me your phone number? It's good to hear that she's okay. I'm glad that she's okay. I know she's been having some rough times, so I'm glad she's okay. Margaret, email me your phone number. Good night, Miss Billy. Big hugs. Much love. It is a good thing if she's going on a trip. Then that means she's doing okay. If she's well enough to go on a trip, she's doing okay. We can have a conversation about it, Miss Margaret. You just send me your. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to send something to Miss Coral and see if it comes. If she doesn't send it back, then I don't know. She got it, and maybe she'll, maybe I can write her a letter and she'll, maybe love you more. Thank you, Miss Billy. Good night, Tim. Blessings to you. Yeah, I'm going to head out. I think I'm going to get out of here too. I'm going to go upstairs and take care of my doggies. I have one that done nothing but cry all night because he went to the vet yesterday and got his teeth cleaned, and he has I don't know, he doesn't have a good effect from that anesthesia. So he whined most of last night. So everyone, I'm gonna say good night. We've been going for almost 3 hours. I'm gonna say good night, and everyone have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna go upstairs and take care of my doggies, and I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for your memberships. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means more than you'll know. I'm going to go upstairs and take care of my dogs. Good night, monkeys. Good night, Mandy. Good night, Jeannie. Who else is still in here? Good night, Matthew. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. Good night. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, Mandy. Well, good night, Samantha. I was just getting ready to go. I'll show you real quick what I made. Here's what I made. Some dragon, a little dragon, a little shield with some little swords. This little roses with some skulls. And when this Mardi Gras lady, I really liked her. She turned out pretty cute. And some cogs for my next steampunk. And I am going to go upstairs and take care of my doggies. So, thank you. That's okay, Samantha. That's okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you, monkeys. Good night, everyone.